Alrighty, Smoke and Mirrors, episode 41. Hashtag insert witty title here. Anyone got anything?
Jesus.
Nah.
No.
41 shots.
Nah.
I think that was a Bruce Springsteen song. I think.
Nice. How we living, big dogs? We good?
Yeah, we're good.
Very good.
Little relaxed there. Had lunch before the episode, so
Got the itis.
yeah, the itis. I got bursitis.
How you going though?
Yeah, good. Doing fantastically well.
It's
You've been fantastically well for 8 weeks now, motherfucker.
It's fantastic. Moving into our usual streaming news for the week.
Let's do it.
Boom, bop, bam, cuz. So we have George R. R. Martin. He's set an 8-figure deal with HBO Max to develop material.
George R. R. Martin, the bigger figure, is putting off finishing The Winds of Winter for some reason.
Because he's got nothing.
Fuck you, asshole.
Nothing. He doesn't have anything. He's got nothing in the fucking bag. Is what the fuck is wrong with George? Fuck him, George Martin.
He doesn't know how to finish that book. He's just got to admit, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
And then move it along. That's it.
Fucking cunt's taking his time and being lazy. The R&R stands for rest and relaxation for this cunt. Fuck him.
Too much.
You know George Martin was that O's name in Police Academy.
Which O?
That O that like plays like, he's Latino. But really, man's is just like, he's fake Latino. He's putting it on.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
His name is George Martin. But when he gets into the Police Academy, it's George Martin.
Ah, yeah.
Fucker. He was transracial, that guy.
So he's developing other projects as well. So he's got his House of the Dragon that's set up with Paddy Considine and a few others there. But he'll also do, I think, 2 other adaptations that aren't his work. So he's set up at HBO Max, good to go.
If he actually worked on it so that they can't fuck his shit up, you know what I mean? Like, no. This is not the ending we're going for. This is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
But who's to say that he didn't do that?
He didn't. Those fucks Benioff and Weiss.
I think he set them up so that he could go, all right, you finish it the way that you want to finish it, and then you'll see the fans' reaction. Then he's got a clear way to finish the book. You know what I mean? Everyone loved it. It was good. Everyone hated it, though. So he came out shortly after and said, oh, my ending's completely different. Show me then, motherfucker. Where's your proof?
He's got no proof. He's got fucking nothing. Cunt was pulling it for the past 2 years.
He's just the biggest procrastinator ever.
Yeah.
So moving on, Attack on Titan is going to get more episodes. So while that last episode aired, they also teased that they're working on another episode for some reason.
Yeah.
So this final season, it actually doesn't line up with the manga. So that's why they're actually giving us 23 more episodes.
They hit you with the, but wait, there's more, right?
Yeah. But wait, there's more.
There's no fucking slap chop or anything in there.
This is like fucking John Farnham's last tour. That he toured Australia for like 20 years on it.
I know. The Stones have been doing it for years. No, this is the last show. It's the last show, fellas. This is the last show.
We promise.
We did definitely the last one. Keith can't stand it. Can't stand it at all.
Keith done blew all his money on nose bags.
No, he didn't. He said it's not strong enough anymore, so that's why he stopped doing it. That's the whole reason why. Can't get high anymore. Why should I keep doing it?
Probably jabbing himself then. I wonder if this goes into shelving now.
I seen you can buy like weed suppositories.
Fucking hell.
Would you ever try it?
No. What for? I want to smoke my weed. I don't want to fucking. It's the ritual
Of smoking it.
of smoking it. It's the roll up, it's the light up, and then it's the blow down. Like,
I had a suppository when I was younger. That's how they gave me medication.
yeah.
This one time, and I remember that feeling. And it is, it's not a good feeling. I didn't enjoy it, especially getting forced.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
By that bull doctor.
Back in the day, they could just have like a male doctor do it to you.
Nah, this was the female doctor.
Oh, shit.
She held me down. So did Mom.
Fucking repressed memories. I swallowed a fucking pill.
Fucking hell.
So Ray Fisher was talking with with some podcast, and he was saying Cyborg was always part of the Flash movie.
Yeah.
Always. Up until he just wasn't. Until WB just went, nah, we won't be doing that. Even to the point where Ray Fisher actually had a chat with Andy Muschietti.
Yeah.
So he was still part of it
Still
at
in
that
there.
point.
Still a big part of it.
But with these investigations, bang, no more.
But Ray could come through and say, look, there's a direct correlation between me, like, you know, being a whistleblower and me losing the job, and sue those fuckers.
Probably. But who would want to work there if the boss is still there? You know what I mean?
Me. I would not work there. I would not at all.
And neither would Razor Ramon. Ayer was also talking up his cut of Suicide Squad. So after Ann Sarnoff was talking about, like, we will not restore the Snyderverse, we will not restore David Ayer's cut of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
He came out and he said, the cut that I had was fucking brilliant.
Yep.
And what I showed the executives scared the shit out of them. And that's why they didn't want to go ahead with it.
Yeah. That same shit is more than likely what James Gunn said, you know what? This is what I'm doing in my movie.
Yeah.
And they were sucking dicks up.
Yeah. Because they wanted to score him off the Marvel loss.
Yeah.
That's what happened. This was like thumbing their nose at Marvel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So now they can't go back, even though there's a market for it.
WB can't go back. HBO Max is still in the building.
It's true. This is true. So while all this shit's happening, DC decided to just, like, you know, lose some weight, and they've ditched the Trench movie that James Wan was producing, which was an offshoot of Aquaman.
I don't mind that one.
Me neither. I didn't give a shit about this. I could take it or leave it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
this one I didn't mind because Aquaman wasn't really going to be in there.
Wasn't going to be in there at all. It was just
Yeah.
going to be a horror story about fishermen going out there,
Yeah.
which would have been cool if done right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to put it as part of the DC universe, please.
I'm more like, for me, it's the loss of New Gods that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Absolutely pisses me off, man. This story is so epic.
What is the story?
So they, who was it? It's Darkseid's mum and her brother, which is Steppenwolf. They go, they're on Earth. What are they on? They're on Apocalypse? Yeah. They're on Apocalypse. There's another planet that's close to them called Earth 9 or something like that. And it's a separate planet. It's almost like paradise there. But this planet has like full-on gods and everything on that planet, right? Steppenwolf goes to this planet and he wants to start fucking war on this planet. And Darkseid's bomb is like, nah, you can't do this. We don't want to do this. But he just fucking goes anyway. This is the deception that Darkseid talks about.
Really?
Yeah. So
Okay.
he goes anyway, right? Starts war on this fucking planet. Gets fucking the shit kicked out of him. Damn near dies. Runs back to Apocalypse. And then Apocalypse goes, okay, fuck it, we're going. Right? They take over this fucking planet. They kill all of the gods there.
Shit.
Just like What's-His-Face does. Darkseid does. And then at the end of it, Darkseid ends up killing his mother to take the fucking throne. And then he runs that fucking, that's what he's been doing. That's the trek to each planet. Kill everything that moves. Search for the fucking anti-life.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah. But they said that because that you feature Darkseid in fucking the Snyder Cut, we can't do that. But they had originally said, it's not canon. This isn't canon at all.
No.
This is a separate film that we're doing by ourselves with Ava DuVernay, which like would have been fucking mad because Ava's like really cool, and obviously did her homework. It sounds like
Yeah.
yeah,
And she's been developing it for like 3 years as well.
and like yeah, it's just stupid.
So while they're letting go of those two pieces, what they're moving forward with is Black Adam, right? And that's like The Rock took over Times Square in New York, every screen, and he dropped a little announcement teaser there. He said July 22nd, 2022, which is the release date that's been set for Black Adam. The balance of power will be shifted in the DC universe.
Suck my dick, bro.
Hey, I'm excited for Rocky.
He's
Come
not.
through.
He's not Superman.
No, he's not. But because The Rock wants Superman in the DC universe, he's actually like fighting WB to get Cavill back in there, to get Snyder back in there. He want all the shit that he's seen, like he's seen Justice League, loved it, proponent for it, and he's fighting MOs. He wants to restore the Snyderverse.
Hopefully he does.
I know.
That's what I want.
We'll see. Might not be the hero that we want, but he is the hero we need.
Black Adam.
Rock kicking down that fucking door like,
I know.
give it up. So also Emerald Fennel from Promising Young Woman just directed and wrote it. Oscar nominated also, which helps. Is working with J.J. Abrams to develop the Zatanna film.
Yep.
So she could potentially be directing, but at this point is only writing. But she said it's early days.
Hopefully she does.
Yeah.
But then, like, for me, it's another woman doing a woman property, like like a woman superhero property, which I kind of don't get.
What do you mean?
I've said it before. I don't get why like a woman has to direct a woman superhero property.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
get them to do the other stuff as well. Like a woman can direct a fucking Superman movie or a Batman movie, or like
Exactly. Look at Catherine Bigelow, man.
exactly.
Fucking Strange Days, The Hurt Locker.
What do you mean?
Point
She made
Break.
the greatest fucking action movie ever made.
That's true, actually, because it wasn't so much the action; it was the fucking bromance.
It's number 2. Number 3, I should say. Because it's Terminator 2, and then it's Die Hard, and then it's fucking Point Break in my fucking books. That's how it goes.
That's very true, actually.
Yeah.
That's facts.
It's
also-
big facts. Those action scenes is fucking unreal.
I know.
Yeah.
and all practical.
All practical. How do we get Swayze out of the plane? We get Swayze to jump out the fucking plane. That's what we're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Another great visionary.
Goosebumps here thinking about that shit.
I know. I feel like
watch
watching it
that
actually.
What do you call it? Another great visionary for this shit is Nia DaCosta as well, the Candyman.
Badly.
Exactly, and it wasn't like Jordan Peele was like, I think we need a male only to have a look at this.
Oh no, it's hey, let's get the best around. Who can we get? Who can we get right now?
Yeah,
She's the best here. That's what we're going with.
Catherine Bigelow was the best back then.
Still the best.
Still, yeah. I mean, she's fucking shit up, man.
Catherine Bigelow need to make more fucking movies.
I know. Catherine
What the fuck is
Bigelow
going on here, man?
nearly on that Bigfoot status like Cameron.
I know. That's what it's like. That's what it feels like.
Doing
But
that.
they used to go out.
Oh.
Bigelow and that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's like, now just wait. I'll wait 12 years and drop a movie.
Yeah.
Like, I swear the last movie was fucking Hurt Locker.
No, she did one after that with Chastain, remember? The terrorist one. No,
Zero Dark 30.
Zero Dark 30, yeah.
Jesus, action in that fucking movie is unreal too.
Yeah, but the build up to that as well. But it's like the Hurt Locker looks at like the impact of war on the male psyche and bringing that back home. You know what I mean? It's not like Jeremy Renner turned around and went, "You're a woman that just wouldn't understand me." You know what I mean? Like a male sort of view of the world. I find that wild.
I would have got her to direct American Sniper instead of
Eastwood?
Eastwood.
I still haven't watched American Sniper.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched half.
half.
It's not bad. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Moving along.
Jack Reynor. So Jack Raynor's joining Peripheral, which is it's a property that they set up where?
Is this one at Netflix? Is this the Lisa Joy and Jonah Nolan?
Yeah, this is Jonah and Lisa Joy, yeah. So this is about what is this about? I don't think there's synopsis for this. I think it's just the cast because I know that dude from the Boys is in here.
There was something. If you just want to have a look, but this one like is being set up after Westworld. It's not connected. It's not part of the HBO deal at all.
No, this is that separate deal that they got.
This is that nearly $100 million deal that Lisa Joy and Jonathan Nolan got.
Yeah.
Over at Netflix. That they're still like pulling through on commitments for Westworld because they're still continuing on with that, but they're also developing these properties as well on the side.
Yeah.
Jack Reynor was also the O that was in that Transformers, the first Marky Mark one.
That is that O.
Yeah, that's that O. He was also in Cherry as well.
We were talking about that O the other day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's basically Chloe Grace Moretz is playing a woman called Flynn Fisher. What it says here is just a woman trying to hold together the pieces of a broken family.
Yes.
In a forgotten corner of tomorrow's America. She has no future until the future comes calling for her.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah. So Raynor's playing Burton, who's her brother, and he's a U.S. Marine Corps veteran who serves in the haptic recon unit.
Yeah.
Yep.
But this sounds cool because it's almost like the future, that like she has to, something comes or someone comes from the future to like help her out or to put something right in her life.
But him being part of the haptic recon unit is like almost them like fighting like Ready Player One with a haptic suit on.
Yeah.
Which is wild. That's how they're like doing the world wars now.
That's how it should be.
Yeah, it's true.
You should just get like, the 10 best fucking Call of Duty players from everywhere on the planet, and that's how we fight the world war.
For global dominance.
Yeah. Whoever can launch the nuke first, that's who wins that world war.
Hashtag phase up.
Because you got to fucking, get 20 kills to launch that nuke in a row. Like you can't die. Yeah. That's how we're doing it.
And the planet is getting greener as we go.
So we have Netflix who've come through with that $400 million just acquiring the Knives Out sequels, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man.
And they're planning for 2 of these motherfuckers to come through. I still haven't watched the first one, to be honest.
Wow.
I'm going to give you the 4K Blu-ray tonight.
Do it.
Today.
Jesus.
Today.
You know how good those movies are?
They are.
That movie is?
Yeah.
It's unreal.
So I think the sequels will focus more on Benoit Blanc, right?
Yeah.
Daniel Craig's character. The Kentucky Fried Detective, the KFD.
It's so, like, he's always so good in those Southern roles.
Yeah.
Even as
Joe Bang.
Joe Bang.
I call this one Joe Bang.
No peek. Yeah, I'm excited for this, man. I want to see more of that character, that Benoit Blanc.
Yeah. He's very, very interesting, that character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot that they kind of allude to with his father and his history and some of the cases that he's kind of been through. So it'd be awesome if it just wasn't connected to Knives Out. You know
I
what
think
I mean?
it's just going to be separate stories.
I hope so.
Just with the following that character.
Yeah.
So you essentially get a whole story then.
Yeah.
Which is how movies should be.
Yeah.
If you're listening.
They shouldn't call it Knives Out altogether. They should call it something else.
Yeah.
Spoons Out.
Spoons in.
Fucking porn parody.
It should just be like the Benoit Chronicles or something like that. Benoit something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the sequels?
Yeah.
Yeah. So on that note, Netflix has been busy acquiring other properties. They've also gotten Sam Raimi's Every House is Haunted, which is going to be directed by Corin Hardy,
Yep.
who directed, I believe, Nightmare on Elm Street remake. Did you do that?
No. That was that did the
Nirvana Smells Like
Nirvana.
Teen Spirit.
yeah. No, Corinne Hardy did Spring Breakers, I think. Pretty sure.
No. That's Harmony Corin.
Ah, that's Harmony, Corin.
Corin Hardy,
The Nun.
The Nun.
The Nun, yeah. Which I still haven't watched.
Same.
It's trash.
That's what I heard.
But this is fucking
They
every house is haunted. Oh yeah, it's an insurance investigator. And there's a couple claim that this house is haunted.
Yep.
And he's trying to dispute their claim. And then like there's a psychic that's involved, and there's a couple of accounts where he witnesses the haunting himself.
Yep.
And like, yeah, he's trying to sort of disprove it. This will be cool. This was like that one part of Conjuring 2 where they had that group of people that disputed everything.
This is almost like the after effects of say, like, you know, Amityville or something like that.
Yeah.
Right. So okay, fuck, they went to court and they claimed this, like, we need to pay them out this. I'm gonna go and investigate this. Yeah.
Did you watch that My Amityville Horror with the son?
No, I did not.
Okay.
How was that?
It was all right. It was all right. I kind of got the feeling like he was putting it on a little bit, but just to get the attention. But I could be wrong.
Sometimes I think they are.
You don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to offend the fucking
The haunted.
the haunted. Jesus. All right. So Dexter Fletcher, who he directed Rocketman, who also was one of the boys in fucking Lock, Stock and
Kick ass.
Two Smoking Barrels, which is crazy. I didn't know that was Dexter Fletcher. He's the man's that's the chef.
Yeah.
In Lock,
Guns for
Stock.
show.
Yeah.
Knives for pro.
Knives for pro. You get up real close and personal. I didn't know that was Dexter Fletcher. But yeah, he's helming the other project about the making of the Godfather. So this one's called The Offer. The Offer?
Nah, the other one's
one's called The Offer.
This one's just the Godfather making of series.
The Godfather making of series, yeah. So that's set up over there at Paramount Plus, which is crazy because Paramount would have to. It's almost like, hey, we'll give you the rights to this over here at this other studio, and then we'll pay for this show with the rights from that fucking money.
I don't know if would they have to give the rights?
They'd have to. Well, if they want to use, say, the characters, you know what I mean? Because like, even though you're dealing with with an actor playing Pacino or something like that,
Yeah.
you'd still have to have scenes of them doing that piece of work or that scene, right? So you'd want to have that exact scene and whatnot.
Unless they don't.
Unless they don't.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But yeah, he's going to actually do that, which sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, man. Especially if he's directing the whole series.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. So this is the one that what's his face dropped out of.
Army Hammer.
Army Hammer.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
So a couple of things that have started production or wrapped. So the Chucky series from Don Mancini has officially started production. This is the show that's set up at Sci-Fi, which will be good. Apparently they can drop like $8 an episode if they wanted to.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Very good. So Chucky can swear.
Yeah, they can actually get away with shit. And this will explore.
Fuck with the Chuck.
This will also explore like his upbringing and things like that.
Very good.
The Witcher 3 has officially wrapped production for a drop on Netflix later on, fall this year.
Hopefully, like November-ish.
Yeah.
We hit that November. That sounds about right.
I don't mind that. So Borderlands as well has started production in Hungary, I think.
Eli Roth and everyone, that giant cast is there.
Yeah. So
Craziness.
this is like getting big. And The Last of Us is targeting a July 2021 production start date. So I was like, next year? Why did they set it like, so far ahead?
Yeah.
It's 2021 now.
Yeah, it is.
Weirdly, we were 4 months into the year.
July is 3 months away there, champion.
So it's going to start shooting soon. That's quick.
It's very quick.
For them wrapping up them scripts, casting, and now getting into it.
For them to shoot a pilot as well, to show WB and HBO and all of them as well.
But this got a series order.
After the pilot.
Nah, they didn't shoot a pilot.
Really?
There's no pilot. This is off a concept. This is off the strength of the games.
Okay.
This is Dr. Uckman getting in there.
Dr. Uckman. Hopefully. But this is exciting. So at least like 2022, maybe 3, we'll have The Last of Us.
I reckon next year we see it.
You reckon?
They'll wrap this by the end of the year. Yeah, I mean, for The Witcher, it took 128 days. And that production would be bigger than this one.
Yeah, it's true.
You know what I mean? So 3 months.
I'm hoping
90-day shoot.
I'm hoping because it's like, you know, it's all dilapidated and everything. It's all set shooting. They don't really have to go outside so that nobody gets exposed to COVID and all that sort of bullshit. Yeah, it sounds good.
So, on other things, we also have Anthony Ramos, who's in talks to lead the new Transformers movie.
Yeah.
So the piece that we have from him is that he's obviously done some bad shit before, and he's trying to redeem himself with the help of Optimus Prime here.
I like that this isn't included as part of like the movies that we've gotten so far. This is new shit. You know what I mean? Completely new storyline. Everything's new. We can almost see it like Bumblebee in a way.
Honestly, like with the Transformers movies, I don't think you should ever really get a sequel that's directly tied to your previous storyline. You should just give us new stories every single time.
But in the series, there were human characters that were there all the time.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been cool to sort of see Sam Witwicky grow with the robots and go on adventures, you know what I mean? As long as it didn't go stale.
Yeah.
It's just that they got caught up in that Bay universe and everything was superficial and it just didn't feel the same. Like, it didn't feel wondrous like the first one.
It should have been like, you know, Sam goes through that first movie, fucking shit goes down where he just doesn't want to stay on Earth anymore. And the Autobots are just like, we'll leave someone here as a protector. And now we fly out to the other fucking planets and we have our intergalactic fucking stories here. You know what I mean?
That'd be mad. That's the thinking.
I see Earth every day, man.
They were supposed to do that in 3.
Really?
That's why.
3, that's why it ends with Optimus like going. They leave, he leaves Earth, right? Optimus leaves Earth to go find the rest of the Autobots.
He pulls the Superman.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't 3.
How does 3 end?
3 ends after he kills all them O's. He's like, humanity is saved. And then that's it.
No, it's not.
It ends on, it does.
No, it doesn't, because he gets captured in 4. Because he's out on mission. And the Autobots are on Earth without Optimus Prime.
Remember they find him in
They
space?
find him in
and he's
space.
frozen?
He leaves Earth B to go find the rest of the Autobots. I watched these movies not too long ago.
Yeah, I know. But I seen at the end of 3, it just ends clean there. It doesn't have anything, any epilogue, nothing.
He's leaving. He leaves Earth.
I'm going to check it after.
Check it out. Check it out. Because that's why that other alien force, that other Autobot or Decepticon force has Optimus Prime in the 4th, in the Marky Mark version, the first Marky Mark version.
Yeah, it turns him evil.
Turns him evil. And that's why they have to get like the Dinobots or whatever it is. He has to wake them up.
That's right, because Tucci's in 4 because they do the origin story with Arthur.
Yeah.
That's 5.
The last 9.
Yeah, it's 5.
All right.
That happens after.
That's my
4
bad.
is when Optimus is in the theater. He's dusted. That's where Wahlberg finds him.
Ah, shit, that is 5.
No, you're right.
Tell me my fucking business again.
But no, 2 or 3 does have Optimus flying into space, motherfucker.
Yeah, he does. He does.
3, they fly into space to dupe the fucking Decepticons. And then they blow the ship up.
There is one of them where he flies out and that's how it ends.
And that was probably 4.
Fuck 4. Skin.
All right, so we got some casting news for the old Obi-Wan series there.
This is good casting.
Very
too.
good casting. Very, very good casting. So we got Moses Ingram. Joel Edgerton is back, hopefully as the Edge, we like to call him over here in Australia. I think you guys need to adopt that.
I know. I think it's just us 3 at the moment.
Yeah, so Joel Edgerton is hopefully going to be Uncle Owen again.
Yeah, he is, because the other chick, Bonnie Piesse,
Yeah,
is coming back as Aunt Beru.
very good. You got Kumali Nanjiani, who's coming. Rupert Friend.
Agent 47.
Did Hitman. Yeah. O'Shea Jackson Jr., which I like. I like that.
Yeah.
Sung Kang is going to be in there. And Benny Sardi.
Safdie. Yeah, boy.
The Safdie brother
There's no
himself.
F there.
Damn it.
Yeah. So Benny Safdie, huh?
Yeah.
My guy.
I know. I was excited about this, as well as Sung Kang. Han is going to be in here
Yeah.
from Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Han showing up everywhere. I like that.
Should be. Mans was in Power, still in Power, actually.
Is he?
Yeah.
I
That's
like.
my guy.
Oh yeah, the DA.
Yeah.
My man.
I like that. That Edgerton's coming back.
I hope Edgerton is a big part of this.
Same, but like he's got to play a role like Obi-Wan. Stay the fuck away from my nephew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got to keep him at a distance.
But I'm hoping that I will leave your nephew. These people won't stop coming for your nephew. You need to go and do this mission with me. And that's why he wants him to stay away from Obi-Wan. That's what I want.
That'd be cool because that'd also give Bonnie Pièce a bigger a bigger role, like looking after Luke, and kind of defending maybe as well.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool.
Because
I like this.
Luke will be 10 years old by the time this show starts, because this is set a decade after Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. And a 10-year-old sort of asking questions and things like that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. And
But he obviously knows, right? Because he knows that that's his uncle and auntie. And he would have questions about his mother and his father.
yeah.
And he's probably asking those questions like, why do I feel this?
Yeah.
Since he's force sensitive.
I wonder if they will show that, like him sort of getting angry and then things breaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
The cup.
The cup runneth over.
Bill comes to you.
But this sounds fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Like this cast is like, it's amazing now.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think they start shooting as well soon. Well, they
think
just
so.
started.
They're going to shoot in that volume anyway.
Yeah.
They're fucking shoot this anywhere.
I want to see if McGregor still got it, man.
Oh, he does.
Oh, he's got it. And he's
still
got it in
got it.
spades, baby.
Have you watched the Harley Quinn's movie?
No.
Check him out in there, man.
Yeah.
He's a fucking machine in there.
Robert Siotis.
Yeah. He's the best thing about that movie.
Black Mask.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. Him and Mr. Zaz's relationship's pretty good.
What do you call it? But McGregor's always had that charisma about him.
Yeah, but he's a real prick in there. But I think action-wise, like he'll still be able to, to go in there and fuck shit up, man.
Hit him with the fucking...
Better not.
I hope not. Probably be like easily closing doors, like when he's in the toilet, and then just like use the force to close it.
You know when you're taking a shit with the door open because no one's home? So you he hears the door.
Oh, it stinks.
Sadly, American Gods has been cancelled over at Stars after 3 seasons.
Stars.
Which means that I can now watch the show because it's finished.
Yeah.
Well, they're talking about doing like a movie to wrap it all up as well. But I was going to say, do you reckon they just cancelled the whole fucking show after that hubbub that they had? With
What was the hubbub?
what's his name? Always forget his fucking name. But they removed him from the series, remember?
Marilyn Manson.
No, not Marilyn Manson. Sorry. I forget his name. He's...
What did he do though?
I can't remember, but I remember they took him out of the show. He played a god? Or am I thinking of that other show that Neil Gaiman did?
This is
the Neil Gaiman one.
No, the other one with Stephen Tennant and thingy, Lucian from Underworld. Maybe I'm thinking of that.
Oh,
instead.
Good Omens.
Good Omens. No. It's this show. I know that they took Marilyn Manson out of the show.
After.
After the
Yeah.
See if I can find it real quick. Fucking
Everyone dropped him.
Good.
I don't know. Did you guys watch any of this?
No. I think I watched the first episode. I think,
Yeah.
but that was about it.
I remember the trailers looking fucking good.
But it was good what I saw. The production values were off the fucking charts. I just don't think they, they pushed it enough, this show.
Yeah.
For the first season, I seen a lot of promotion.
But then it felt, I didn't even know that this was still on, B.
Orlando Jones.
Oh.
He was in seasons 1 and 2 as Mr. Nancy. Or season 2, maybe.
Orlando Jones, who is that?
Evolution.
Really? What happened with
yeah.
that, oh?
So they removed him from the show and then he raised a big thing about it. So I'm thinking, do you reckon that might attribute to them just saying, fuck it, we'll just cancel the show?
No, it's the viewership, man. I don't think Stars is a big enough network for this show. I don't think there's enough eyes there at
Probably
Stars. You know what I mean? Because it's a separate network. You gotta get separate app and everything. If they move this over to Netflix, they make a killing.
Like Lucifer.
Like Lucifer, yeah.
Because Lucifer got cancelled and then got picked up at Netflix.
Yeah.
The views, because of the pandemic and everyone was watching it, and they just renewed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kept renewing it.
The thing is that Hulu actually has a Stars add-on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then maybe it's still just locked away under all that content that Hulu got.
But it's only Hulu.
It's only Hulu, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're Stars, you're competing with Disney Plus, Netflix, Amazon,
Yeah.
everything. Whereas if this seems like an Amazon show.
Yeah. Yeah.
It seems like it's in line with The Boys. And
That makes sense. And I mean that not New Gods. What's it called? With David Tennant?
Good Omens?
Good Omens is over there at Amazon. This should just go over to Amazon.
yeah.
And just be Neil Gaiman's offering. I said Netflix originally because Netflix is doing Sandman.
Yeah.
So
True. Yeah.
That'd make sense too
Yeah.
if they moved it over to
I
Netflix.
still need to watch Good Omens. Heard good things.
I watched a little bit with Jules, but yeah, I don't know. She was hooked on it. Jules liked it.
yeah, they actually show Black Adam and Eve in there, which is period correct in my books.
Was in Africa.
This is where the Garden of Eden is. Yeah.
So we have Stallone. He took to Twitter or Instagram? Yeah.
Always IG, the old Stallone.
Yeah.
Take a pic for the gram. But
punch.
But he came through and he was talking about the treatment he was doing for a Rocky prequel. It's not too bad. I'm a little bit curious, but I'm also a little bit worried. Like, where do we go from here?
So he wanted to take it back. That wasn't planned at all. It's just the chemistry, baby. So he wanted to take it back to all the characters during the 60s. Show the moon landing, their reaction to it, hippie movement, civil rights movement, the Cold War, Vietnam.
The sexual movement.
Yeah, sexual movement, sexual rights, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was saying 10 episodes each season just to flesh out these characters.
Yeah. I see it moving like a sort of Rocky This Is Us,
Yeah.
where, because they haven't met yet, you know what I mean? They it's Rocky and he's got dealings with Paulie, but and like limited dealings with
Adrian.
and a sort of Rocky relationship with Mick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Mick's always the that's scaling him out and just like putting him down. So it could be interesting, but I don't know. Like I'd be feeling like let's just get to Rocky. You know what I mean?
Badly.
Yeah.
Hey, you fighting? You fighting? Nah, I ain't watching this week.
Because he was he a debt collector for those dudes?
Yeah.
But I think he kind of did a bit of everything until he got to the debt collecting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rock was out there on them corners, son.
The Italian stallion. Yeah, that's it for streaming news this week.
Yeah.
Heading into film news, Matt Damon his movie Stillwater is being set for release July 2022.
It's done and dusted, this movie.
Yeah, it's just been sitting there.
Yeah. On
It's
the shelf.
finally got a release date. So this one is about Damon playing like this oil rig roughneck, and his estranged daughter, gets accused of murder and is sent to jail in Marseille, Paris, and he goes there, Marseille, France, sorry.
Marseille, France.
And then he goes there and kind of sets up shop and starts his life over again so he can be close to her until and he's trying to get her exonerated as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe she did it. Maybe she did.
Maybe go fuck yourself.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Sounds good. I hope we see a trailer soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With July 2022, they're only going to start promoting this time next year.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
But I reckon at the end of this movie, she did it.
And she gets out still.
Yeah. And he knows.
Yeah.
So we're not going to have that end piece like the next 3 days where homie checks the drain and finds the fucking button.
He never finds the button.
That's right, he doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Constantine, which he's like, with the fucking coin.
Do the fingers.
Why'd you have to do the Mr. Funny shoes?
Senior funny shoes.
Matt Reeves is also going to produce a English remake of Russian film Sputnik.
This sounds cool as shit, this movie.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the Russian version, though.
Me neither. So this
I
is
might
actually
check it out.
It was actually the first movie that got a wide release during the pandemic. So a lot more eyes were on it for like a Russian movie. But it details this astronaut coming back in the 80s.
Yep.
And he was in a space disaster.
Yeah.
He comes back with like this organism growing inside of him.
It's a parasite inside of it.
Yeah. Space parasite.
Yeah, yeah. This shit's is real.
For real?
Yeah, yeah. They found these parasites that grow out on the fucking space stations. Like our spaces, currently out like the Russian space station and whatnot, and the International Space Station. They found like parasites growing outside of the fucking, like on it.
Fuck that.
So what? Do they just like come from asteroids? And
Obviously, it's an organism that doesn't need an atmosphere or air or anything, and it's something that won't explode outside or implode, I should say, in the outside. Yeah,
that's wild.
Yeah,
they better not let that space station come down to Earth because that thing will kill everything. If it can survive in cold and heat with no air, it's wild.
It'd just blow up anyway. That space station, they built it out there.
Oh.
So they'd have to they jettison parts like in like spaceships and then go build it out there. If they try and re-enter Earth's atmosphere, it'll just burn the fuck up. The shit'll blow up.
Wow.
Yeah, can't have that.
All right. But yeah, that sounds cool. That's the only thing that we got was the synopsis of the Russian film, the Russian original.
But it's cool. Yeah. The original director was like he felt really, really honored that it's actually good enough to get an American remake, which is crazy to say because this Russian version is probably going to shit all over this remake, even though Matt Reeves is attached.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So recently, old Rusty Crowe was out at a NRL match.
Classic Rusty.
Yeah. Well, South Sydney was playing, so obviously he had to be out there.
Yeah.
Right? And they were playing in Sydney. But with him was Jeff Goldblum. What's his name?
Hemsworth.
Hemsworth's wife, Elsa Pataki, and Isla Fisher, who obviously lives here with Borat for some strange reason.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sacha Baron lives here.
Sacha Baron lives here.
That's wild.
Right. And so people saw them out and everything, and they posted pictures. They posted pictures on Rusty's boat as well, which is crazy. Like, it's weird because you can walk out to Harry's Cafe de Wheels out in the Cross over here, King's Cross, if you want to come down, Americans, and you can look out over the water, and Rusty's house is one of those houses that are there.
True.
That's wild.
It's wild. But yeah, so this sparked rumors that he was going to be in Thor 4. It came out. Yes, he is going to be in there. It's going to be a cameo akin to Hemsworth's brother and
Sam Neill.
Damon and Sam Neill. I thought straight away he's going to play Odin, but then we still have Sam Neill.
Sam Neill, yeah.
So I'm thinking he's either going to be, it'd be cool if he was dressed up like Hera for some reason.
Nah, Melissa McCarthy is.
Oh, Melissa McCarthy is Hera.
Yeah, she's Hela.
Hela, sorry.
But he could be Hulk.
That'd be cool as well. Either Hulk or that other guy. It's not a crown. It's
Surtur.
Surtur, yeah. That'd be cool as
That would
well.
be
cool.
With him all painted up and whatnot. Yeah.
Just shittily.
yeah.
I feel sorry for the old Rusty losing his dad a few days ago.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. R.I.P. to Russell Crowe's dad. That's rough. That is rough. Danny
Fucking
McBride.
Debbie Downer over here.
Hey, at least we got to shout out his dad. You know what I mean? Danny McBride is going to write and produce Trouble for Spire Animation Studios. So this one is about what happens when a kid is in trouble. But Danny McBride's actually going to create a world called Trouble.
Yeah.
So when like a parent says you're in trouble, like what it looks like to this kid when he gets lost in this world.
Yeah.
And trying to stay away from Big Trouble, which is like the hell of that world.
That is.
So him trying to sort of fight his way back to being
So
in
he
the good books.
He bands together with a bunch of kids in that universe, basically that multiverse, and tries to get out, which is cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's Danny McBride, so I'm happy.
Yeah. As soon as I saw Big Trouble, I was like, fuck, I hope they go to like Little China and it happens.
But I'm hoping that what's his face is in here as well. Goggins.
Oh,
Because
man.
then it's just over the top. Those two in that Vice Principal show is fucking unreal, man.
That's on HBO Max, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fucking hilarious.
Might have to check that out.
Like just seeing those two together is like that's entry.
If they did like a reboot of Step Brothers, I'd love them to be fucking Brennan and Dale.
They should be the other stepchildren.
Yeah.
That would be mad.
So instead of like doing it at the Step Brothers 2, you just have, them like that family getting separated. Dale and Brennan still staying together, but then the father or mother getting remarried again. And then having another fucking set of stepbrothers. So you got 4 of them. Like, that'd be fucking unreal, son.
Oh, man. Danny McBride would fuck with them too.
Badly.
That would be cool. That's an idea that they should run with, man.
Yeah.
More Danny McBride playing up against like Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly.
That's unreal.
That'd be fucking bad.
If you take that idea, I want my fucking check.
You know the address.
Tony Hale, Alia Shawkat, and Jack Lacey have joined Being the Ricardos. So this is the Aaron Sorkin one.
Yeah.
So he wasn't going to direct this, Aaron Sorkin. And then he did Trial of Chicago 7 and was like, you know what? Fuck it. I enjoyed myself so much there. I would do it again, baby.
Round 2.
I have a taste for it now.
Yeah.
But they only eat rat.
Fuck, I feel like watching that.
Oh, man.
That's all the details that we got in there. But the cast is like, as like Nicole Kidman, bang, that's good. Javier Bardem,
Your stock just goes up.
yeah. In me, that's like,
You know what's the weirdest shit for me? Seeing Javier Bardem with short hair.
I know. Even though he still looks cool.
He does. But it's just like, I always picture either No Country or Skyfall.
But have you seen his haircut in Perdita Durango?
No.
He's got like the bowl cut in the front.
Wow.
And the mullet in the back.
Wow.
Yeah. Straight too.
Wow.
No curls. No curls.
Business in the front, fucking DEFCON 1 in the back.
You know, he's got no volume to his hair. It's straight.
It's been fucking gelled down straight.
Nah, it's like he straightened it.
Mans look like Trinity, is what you're trying to say.
It looks bad, man.
See him
crazy.
do
But
that fucking shake.
I want to watch that.
Perdita.
Yeah.
Same.
Yep.
So we have Adam Wingard to direct Thundercats.
Argo.
Yeah, he was. He had a big piece about this. He was saying he grew up with Thundercats. He fucking adores them. And the direction he wants to take is more like a hyper-realistic CGI hybrid approach for this as well. But he doesn't want to change the look of the characters.
Very good.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy with that.
Tigro better look like fucking Tigro, my guy.
Straight
And
up.
Panthro.
Like,
You know, for my 4th or 5th birthday, do you know what cake I had? A fucking Lion-O cake. Lion-O was up on the cover, up on the front of the cake like that, son. It was the best thing in the world.
that's fire.
That is bad.
Who would you get to voice Lion-O, though?
Liam Neeson.
James L. Jones.
James Earl Jones should just be Panthro.
True.
He was wise as fuck, that Panthro.
I would get Chris Judge to be Lion-O.
Chris Judge.
Do the Kratos impression.
Ah, yeah.
Boy. He is Teal'c in my fucking book.
So Adam Wingard, when he was like younger, he wrote like a 272-page screenplay for a Thundercats movie.
And if he doesn't use some of that, I'll be very, very disappointed.
I would love to see his ideas at that age.
Yeah.
Like 16-year-old Adam Wingard, decapitates and whatever.
Yeah, it would be.
But I'm pretty sure it's going to be very close to the source material.
Yeah. I'm curious to see the Mumra transformation as well.
I wonder if this means that he's not going to direct Face Off. Because that's it's very disappointing if he is.
Well, they said this is going to be anime, yeah?
He said
sort
hybrid.
of weird hybrid anime CG.
Never been done before.
Oh, God.
They all say that.
Badly.
And then you see it and it's just like, oh yeah, it's just like Beowulf then.
Oh, yeah, it's like Up then. Like, come on, man.
No champion. It's not. It's like Thundercats.
No, it's different, all right?
Stop stepping on my vision.
Has a little fucking spat.
You fucking would. So we've had some mind changes. Had a few mind changes here. A few date changes coming up. So the Hitman's Bodyguard, Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard. They need to change that fucking title.
I know.
The Hitman's Bodyguard 2 has moved up by 2 months from August to June, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Confident in it that they want to put it in the summer season.
What's coming out at that time? June, around that
Free Guy.
Fuck.
That's why they're moving it from August
Yeah.
to June so that they dodge Ryan Reynolds against Ryan Reynolds. Not cannibalizing the Reynolds.
Cannibalizing, yeah. And so staying on cannibalizing, so WB moved Mortal Kombat a week ahead, a week back, because of that reason. So because something moved? Kong. So because Kong moved, and Kong's basically the biggest thing out right now, and it's making a shit ton of money, they pushed Mortal Kombat a week. So that comes out the next week simply because they want to leave that gap for another week for Kong to make a bit more money. But it's still like it's only a week. So
Yeah. But remember how it felt when Godzilla vs. Kong dropped and then we couldn't watch it for a week, but everyone else in Australia was just watching it?
yeah, it's true.
So internationally, the movie will open.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you know what's weird is that I didn't even know that Kong vs. Godzilla was coming out.
I did.
Theatrically over here.
I did because I still got trailers on my YouTube.
Righto.
Like ads.
Yeah. I do not. And lastly, we have Resident Evil. So the reimagining Resident Evil, Welcome to Raccoon City, has been pushed from September to November, which to me makes sense because November is Halloween.
After Halloween.
After Halloween, but it's still that,
in that season.
It's getting
of the witch.
It's getting colder. It's yeah. With all of this shit, there is zero Candyman stuff. It still says it's coming out August over here.
It better be.
At the movies.
It better be. I want it.
I want it now.
Same. But I want it, like, I don't mind. Like, I will go watch Candyman at the movies.
Fuck yeah.
But I also want it, like, at home too.
Yep.
Fuck
You know what I mean? Like, I want to watch it a couple of times. I know it's going to be that sort of movie where I'll be like, fuck.
Yeah, I'll pick
need
up
to watch
something
this again.
different every movie.
We'll see.
Ken Oath.
We'll see. The Batman, The Long Halloween, the animated voice cast, well, the voice cast for the animated movie.
Part one, by the way.
Part one, yeah, has been revealed. So we're going to get Jensen Ackles, whose long life goal has been to be Batman.
Even though he was Red Hood.
Yeah. But now he's finally Batman. So he's been cast as Batman. Josh Duhamel is being cast as Two-Face. Billy Burke as James Gordon. We'll get Titus Bosch Welliver
My guy.
as Carmine Falcone, which is good because he's got that voice.
You can put that on.
Yeah. We'll get David Dastmalchian, who's playing the 4th DC character he's ever played.
Yeah. Currently playing fucking Polka Dot Man.
Yeah. So he'll be Calendar Man in this.
Jesus.
And then we're getting Troy Baker as the Joker.
Okay.
He does a pretty good Joker.
He does a good. We've seen it in Origins, so
Yeah.
Even though that Origins was sort of him doing a Hamill impersonation, but hopefully it's him. He gets to do whatever he wants now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. Because it might be, I think this is a different Joker. Like the way that they draw him is also a bit weirder. He's got like a real long jaw.
Yeah.
Like a moon face.
This isn't the Joker where he's got the fucking Ed Gein on, is it?
No. That came later. So this Batman comic is what Nolan used to base his Harvey Dent on.
Also what Matt Reeves used to base the Batman on.
Righto.
So everyone just uses it. So it's a wonder why it's taken them this long to kind of put it together.
This is the one that, I've read this one. This is the one that certifies Batman as a detective.
Yeah.
So this is not like, Bruce Wayne, action scene as Batman, Bruce Wayne. It's not that. This is Batman actually investigating. We'll see, okay, this happened, that happened, this happened over here. Like, which is what we're missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this just opens the door for them to just do Dark Victory as well. I fucking love Dark Victory.
But they also need to show Batman as a detective when he's Batman. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have to have an action sequence all the time.
It's because they think the people want to see Batman fight.
Yeah.
Does that know the people want to see Batman do his job as a detective? Like that's his job, is the detective. He doesn't always foil a crime. Batman does come in after the fact. Some bad shit has gone down and he investigates what fucking happened. And that's what we want to see.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Batman is not always the preventative control.
Badly.
He's
not
the reactive.
He's not Superman that can be everywhere at fucking once.
Yeah.
He's a man. He drives a car that runs on fucking fuel.
And he also has to prioritize whether he foils the street crime going on.
Yeah.
Or he actually tackles like the big murder mysteries.
Yeah. Do I let this shit happen for the next couple of days while I investigate this? Or do I just take care of that shit now and then the other shit will take care of itself?
Yeah.
Nah.
And Batman has a team as well. He's got Nightwing. He's got Robin.
Got
He's
my
got
guy,
Oracle.
Alfred.
Yeah.
That's all he needs.
Out in them streets, man.
Alfred's name rings out in these streets.
Still got shooters in Gotham.
Fucking badly. He does. Alfred was the shooter.
Well, in that Pennyworth show, he was part of the SAS.
Badly.
I think he's got like the blicky on him like all the time.
Alfred is the shooter.
Master Wayne.
You see Batman saying Alfred's behind him.
We burnt down the forest.
Din din.
All right. So Randall Park, who featured heavily in the last season of fucking WandaVision.
Yeah.
He's getting his own sort of movie. It is a movie, yeah?
Directorial debut.
Yeah, so he's going to direct this movie called Shortcomings. So it's set out in the fucking San Francisco Bay Area. Beautiful.
Hyphy movement.
That's where I'd like, if I could live anywhere, I wouldn't live in LA. It'd be out there in the Bay, son.
Really?
Yeah. It's
Yeah, rough out there?
in certain places, yeah. But most of the other places, no. It's like everywhere else on the fucking planet. There's places you go, and then there's places you don't go. You just don't go to the places you don't go. Yeah. But yeah, it's beautiful out there. The technology, everything is next level out there. Yeah, that's where I'd be. But yeah, he's making his directorial debut with his film called Shortcomings. So it's a story about these people trying to find the right person for them, right? So they're trying to find the one, essentially, and how that journey is. So it's a journey across 5 of his friends or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to find the right person for them.
Yeah, and they go out of the state.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It sounds cool.
It does.
Did you guys watch the movie he's in with Ali Wong?
Be My Maybe?
Yeah. It's pretty. He's cool in there, man.
Is he?
Yeah,
I like him as a character.
he's
though.
cool as a character. Like
Yeah.
no one's ever gonna be Kim Jong Un. Like he was more Kim Jong than
He was Kim Jong.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny that like he was in Ant-Man and the Wasp, right? And
Yeah.
he was kind of like that side character. And then he was in Aquaman.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
he was.
And then Aquaman 2 is going to start shooting soon. And then boom, WandaVision. Like, nah, we need Jimmy Woo for this one, champion.
Oh, and Scott, yeah. Can you show me that cartridge?
I love that he does it in the show.
Jimmy Woo.
So we had always forget her name, something Williamson. But she was Wendy Williamson? Is it? But she was interviewing Jimmy C in The Place to Be. And he was talking about his Avatar sequel.
it takes to rock the mic, right?
And Cameron was actually talking about how he really wants to flesh out the success of the first film itself before he moves on to, I guess, newer properties to make additions to his sequels. And he was saying I nearly fired his writing room for actually working on newer objects rather than working out what made the first film work, why they did it, and how everything happened.
This is the wrong person to work for, man.
Cameron is fucking wild. Cameron
He
is
is.
getting real old too.
So, like, every time they'd be like, well, how's about we incorporate this idea into the next movies? He'd be like, nah, I want you to stay on that first one. And you got a deep dive for me why the first one was so special. So while I was kind of thinking, well, it's because, one, the narrative of Dances with Wolves and that sort of way in for an audience is always really approachable and easy to kind of get into the flow of the story.
Yeah.
You had a big 3D movie
Yeah.
with like cutting edge 3D that was scaled for IMAX.
Yep.
And you also had like photorealistic CG at the time that looked great and people hadn't seen anything like it.
Everything looks good now except for the characters.
Yeah.
Like when I think about all those blades of grass is not real. Those trees aren't real. Like nothing is real in that scene.
Yeah.
That's what impresses me now.
Yeah. It's the little things like Worthington's legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The legs of Worthington.
But no, you're definitely right with that. It's a very big it's like a hybrid of a coming of age story, but he's already a man.
Yeah. So instead, what him and his writing team came up with, right, was 3 tiers of why this connected with an audience and why it was so great. But the first tier was like on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
The second tier was the themes. And I think the third tier was, he said, an ethereal, dreamlike state where you just wanted to be there. The deadlights, I'm going to call it. And it's weird because he couldn't quantify any of these things.
You can't.
It's not like you could say the percentage of the movie was 33%,
Tier 1,
tier 1, 40% tier 2, and
27% tier 3.
yeah. Like,
Like
what was he going to do with that?
as a writer, what are you supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not enough ethereal presence. I don't want to be. That doesn't make sense, Mr. Cameron.
Oh, man. Can you imagine him shouting in your face?
I know.
I don't want to be.
Cameron's not a shouter. Bay is the shouter.
Yeah, that's true.
Cameron is the look at you and just talk real soft. But
Just daggers in your heart.
Yeah, but just directly in your face. It's the worst thing in the world.
You can either do this my way or get the fuck out.
He's not a swearer either. He's just very direct.
Yeah.
He's extremely direct. He's on the set with ILM, the guys that built the fucking Death Star. And he's like, what are you guys doing? Like, I rigged this up in 5 minutes yesterday. You guys had all day and it still doesn't work. It's not doing what I needed to work. That's Cameron.
That's right. Do you reckon because Cameron knows that shit, he's probably got his list of why it works and he's waiting for their list to match his?
Yeah. He's already got an idea, but he's waiting for them to catch on. That's all it is.
Wax on, wax off, motherfucker.
Personally, I would want my writer's room to be more creative and to flesh out the universe that's been created, not to look back and then say, see that first movie? I want you to do more of the same.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Unless it's Terminator 2, which is the same movie.
You know that's what he's going to make. You know that's what he's going to make.
Which would be fine if he made one sequel, but he's making
He's
four
making
sequels.
4 of the same movies. That's what Mans is doing. At the end of it, Jake's probably just going to fucking go back to his human body.
You reckon?
I reckon.
You reckon that's the arc that he has to love
He
himself?
he obviously hates himself, right?
And that's
Because
the message to...
he's got no legs. Yeah? Yeah. And Ayer probably heals those legs once it puts you in that fucking cocoon. And then he has to go back to being Jake to fucking save their planet or whatever it is. So in theory, the human body becomes his avatar. That's the arc.
You reckon?
I reckon. I'll put money on it right now.
See you at my sports bet.
20 years out.
Are you betting on the killing of humans? Abso-fucking-lutely. I was just checking. I'm in for 20.
Is that Predator?
Yeah.
Yes. Very good.
Blake Holbrook in his fucking bag.
And that's it for film news this week. As we move on to trailers, so we got a couple of trailers. Shoot through them real quick. So we got the Rebecca Hall starring The Night House, which is the horror movie, and she finds her husband commits suicide, paddles out in a boat, and takes a gun that she didn't know that they even owned, shoots himself in the head, leaves a note. In that note, he kind of leaves a trace for her to follow to this other house.
Yeah.
And in the other house, it's a complete reverse of their house that they've made.
It's a bizarre world.
Yeah. And when they go in there, the first thing that she sees is she opens the door and the first thing that she sees is herself.
Yeah.
But then when it shifts to the doppelganger's point of view, she's not there.
She's
the
not
original one. So she's like the ghost almost.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this works. This is like mirrors.
There was a lot of mirror play in this movie. Like a lot of in the trailer. There's a lot of scenes of her turning towards a mirror and then sort of looking back and whatnot. And
I did like the poster, which is like her and then someone's touching her face, but you can't see the person. It's just like taken like an outline. And you see that in the movie as well. You see like this.
you see
sort of,
someone grab her arm.
yeah, and the profile of someone, and then they turn towards her, but you can't see them. It's like everything around them that you see. Yeah, looks all right. We got Wrath of Man, the Jason Statham starrer. Got Josh Hartnett in here. Jason Statham again with a British accent and playing an American.
It was Interpol.
He was. He was. You'll find out in the movie.
Yeah.
He's ex-Interpol.
Yeah,
He's just,
ex-Interpol or MI6. MI6 is a big one for him.
Yeah.
Right, because it sounds like British Secret Service. So it has to be MI6 or maybe SAS.
Yeah.
It's those three that you got.
Ex-SAS.
Ex-SAS.
That's how he got the job.
Yeah.
So he works for an armored car place, and like there's all these crews pulling heists and robbing the armored cars, and there's one where Jason Statham just won't take it anymore, and he just comes out the back of that car and just fucks everyone up.
But then eventually you find out that his son
Was killed
was killed.
in an armored car robbery.
Yeah. And he's there to get them out.
And that's why he's taking revenge on everyone. So he's killing his way to the truth.
That's right.
This is the
only
revenge
Statham
tale.
can. Yeah.
So Guy Ritchie in this one, Jason Statham nonchalantly walking through shooting people a lot of times.
Yeah.
You only see him at the end. He's a little bit stressed. See him, he's stressed, and he's shooting
maybe a bead of sweat, just one.
Yeah.
Just the one
Couple
bead
of scratches there too.
Yeah.
Where that one guy kicked.
Yeah.
Looks all right. Looks all right.
It does look all right. As far as like an action sort of movie, but for me, it's Guy Ritchie, so it's not going to be like that. I think he's
Misdirection?
Yeah, I think he's showing us something that's not going to be.
He pulled the Gentleman trailer again?
Badly.
It's what's his face? Fuck. was going to say something there. But it's like this action movie and he's like the confident hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see how it plays out. I didn't see any Guy Ritchie-isms in there.
That's
either.
what I'm saying. That dialogue's got to be on point. Yeah.
But he does say, I do bear a grudge.
Yeah. Master Wayne.
All the cigars and all the brandies.
We got a trailer for Netflix's Stowaway as well. So this is about they're launching a 3-year mission to Mars. It's the first one in the world. It looks like this guy was part of the cleaning crew or something,
Like the prep crew.
engineer or something.
Yeah.
And he gets hurt, and he's for some reason he's on their ship, right? They then something happens to their food and water supply and their air supply, and it comes out that they only have enough food, water, and air for 3 people. So they need to decide what's going to happen with this stowaway.
You reckon they're killing him?
If it was me,
What would you do?
I'd kill him straight up.
Toni Collette, the Queen Toni Collette, playing an Aussie too.
Yeah, which was good.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
And Anna Kendrick, I think, facing each other, facing off in this
facing
one.
off.
Anna Kendrick wants to let him live. Toni Collette is like, kill the cunt.
Yeah. for me, if she was standing in the way of me getting back to my family, I'd just kill Anna Kendrick then. And then if he wanted to jump in, I'd kill him too. There's no way that's happening.
Watch, someone's going to self-sacrifice. Someone who has like nothing to live for back on Earth will self-sacrifice, and then that like the stowaway will live, and one of the astronauts will die. But then I'll find out the thing that astronaut did malfunctions, and they all die.
So the Good Samaritan is going to constantly complain. They're going to die. And then when all the mindsets are the same, it's going to turn into the world's most dangerous game. And then the stowaway kills everyone and survives.
And then the ship just explodes because he can't keep it running.
Badly.
You find out it's another Predator sequel.
Yeah.
We also had Spiral, Book of Saw. So this is that one with Chris Rock again, with the copycat killer coming through, doing what Jigsaw did.
I really like this. Like I didn't think of Copycat at all.
Yeah.
Like I thought, fuck, it's just,
Him again.
it's him again.
He set this one up in
in
advanced fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he was looking at, he did science before the science.
Yeah. My man's doing time.
Badly. Like, yeah, I didn't think of this. Didn't think of this at all. Quite smart, Mr. Rock. I must say.
Feels like 7.
Feels like 7. Yeah.
Even though they've kind of been doing the copycat thing since like 2 with the chick from the first one. She ends up being like, the helper and all sorts of shit.
Yeah. But that was all in part of Jigsaw's plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had the Jigsaw movie and
Yeah.
now we're getting Spiral.
Yeah.
This one I felt was pretty spoilery, this trailer.
Yeah.
So we see Chris Rock chained up, which I think you've seen in the last trailer anyways.
Yeah.
But you also seen Samuel L. Jackson like hung up.
Yeah.
So you
And
also
chained up.
yeah. So this one in this trailer you also find out that Samuel L. Jackson is Chris Rock's father.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Chris Rock is acting in this one too.
He is acting.
A lot of screaming, like, give me a goddamn coffee.
This one, what they don't show in this trailer though is the humor that Rock said he would bring to this. So yeah, hopefully we get another trailer that's sort of funny-ish.
They did have the humor in the first trailer.
Yeah, it's true.
Before like it just went completely
Silent.
Before it got dangerous.
before it got that Saw music.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we also got a Star Wars The Bad Batch trailer. So this one debuts on May 4th, another episode on May 7th, and then it's every week after that. So this goes like it details the this mutant like group of clone troopers.
Yep.
So they're all different. They're not the same where they're all exact copies. They're all different mentally and physically, and they work together well as a team, and you see them taking out people. And then all of a sudden, like they're expendables.
Yeah.
and all the clone troopers are trying to kill them, and they've got to get away.
Do you think these are the sort of what they gave to them before? This is what they were making before they said, no. We need them built all the same.
Maybe. I kind of think these are the experiments that went wrong in getting the clone troopers up to spec.
Mm-hmm.
So I reckon this is the first set of Republic commandos that fucked up.
Yeah.
And then they made the proper Republic commandos because the leader was Tamuera.
Yeah.
Yeah. But apparently this first episode is going to be like 70 minutes or something.
Very good.
Yeah.
It doesn't look too bad, actually.
It looks cool.
I mean, I didn't keep up with Clone Wars or anything like that, but
Me neither.
This looks all right.
This might be good to get into.
Yeah.
From the ground level, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Got a Rick and Morty season 5 trailer, which showed a lot of footage.
I didn't watch this.
You haven't watched any of the other
No, I didn't.
seasons. Yeah, looks more or less like Rick and Morty.
Classic Rick and Morty shit.
Yeah, classic Rick and Morty shit.
Doing hood shit with the boys.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm excited for it.
We got a trailer for Zola.
This looks wild, this movie.
It does look wild. This movie. Who is the African American chick in here?
I don't know.
Is it that girl from what's his face? Spider-Man?
I have no idea.
Homecoming?
I don't know. Damn, that'd be...
She'd be like 20 something right now.
I know, but like that'd be a complete departure from the image in Spider-Man Homecoming.
That is correct. But yeah, so this is about these strippers that go to ATL.
Think so, yeah.
I think they're from Miami and they go to ATL to go make a whole lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Magic
this looks
City.
good.
No, I said Magic City.
Fuck yeah.
And shit just goes sideways.
Yeah, shit goes left.
And it looks like Riley Keough's character set them up.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're in for a lot more than just dancing and stripping. And yeah, the other chick just doesn't want any part of it, but they're too far along. And then they just don't trust each other and they're fighting each other. And
Yeah.
it's her trying to sort of just break away and get out of there.
Yeah.
We also had the mayor of Easttown.
I didn't
didn't-
watch this, man.
Me neither.
This is the
What
Kate,
this is.
the Kate Winslet one with Guy Pearce. So my thinking was the mayor of Easttown was like this full Victorian era sort of
That's what it sounds like.
show, but nah, this is like it kind of feels like True Detective.
Okay.
So set up at HBO, Kate Winslet is this detective, right? And once upon a time, she was seen as like the shining light of the town because she killed it in basketball.
Right.
But now she's never been able to live up to anything close to those heights. And then she goes and she joins the police force and becomes a detective. And then there's these murders that start happening, and then she throws herself into it. But it looks good though.
Yeah.
It looks real, like it looks on par with a True Detective.
That's a bold statement, my
I
friend.
know, but when you watch the trailer, it's just got that feel. And then you have Evan Peters in there that shows up as like the supporting FBI officer. And then her relationship with Guy Pearce as well, who's not a police officer. He's the author that just hasn't made anything up to his first work, the promise of his first works.
This is that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas I thought it was going to be like this fucking coming of age and this woman in charge story. But it's not.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So we also got the Green Van trailer for the Suicide Squad. So James Gunn was online on Twitter like he usually is.
Thought this Green Band trailer was a lot better than the Red Band trailer.
Yeah.
And they didn't really need like the blood and swearing for this one, just to kind of give you a bit more intro to the characters. So we've seen a bit more of Ratcatcher as well, a lot more actually.
A lot
We've seen
more
her
Ratcatcher.
actually using her powers.
Yeah.
Seen Nathan Fillion's character like separating his fucking limbs.
Oh my God.
Seen Polka Dot Man use his powers, which is it looks pretty cool actually.
So Polka
when
Dot
you
Man,
see it.
supposedly every polka dot on his suit, he can do something with it. So he can turn it into fists if he wants to and beat the fuck out of you. He can turn it into bombs. He can take like his white polka dots can teleport people and stuff like that. And
That's cool, man.
yeah.
We also seen a bit more of the action.
Yeah.
So we've seen Bloodsport, Idris Elba's character, drop like that on that piece of rock that's falling. Like it looks like a real hero shot as well.
Yeah.
You see Harley running away from the ship on the docks as it's like coming in behind her. You see a bit more of them running through that building as it's falling down.
Mm-hmm.
You hear Peter Capaldi as well at the start of the trailer. So just confirming that his character, the Thinker, is actually Scottish.
Yeah.
He's got his Scottish accent.
Very good.
Which is cool. Who else? You see a bit more of Captain Boomerang in action, like throwing that boomerang and then it coming back.
Coming back and nearly chopping off someone's head. Which is, that's how I want to see that shit.
The music was cool as well.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminded me of Glorious Bastards. Like that sort of the way he would use.
It's a straight Magnificent Seven, man.
Yeah.
This is just so cool.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it. And it actually made me look forward to the movie a bit more.
Yeah.
So it's weird that we're getting trailers 4 months out and we're getting 2 of them.
Yeah.
I just don't want them to get to a point where they're giving us the whole movie. You know what I mean?
I think we're going to get at least a TV spot for every character as well. So we'll probably get all that soon.
Yeah. But looking forward to it on HBO Max.
And then last trailer. Take us out there, fella.
So we had Yasuke. So this is a 6-episode anime. It's based on Yasuke, who is a black samurai. So he was known as just a formidable opponent. He would go in, just fuck shit up, and then he disappears. So this is the guy that's voiced by Lakeith Stanfield as well. But everything happens again. There's a demon army that comes up, and now they're trying to look for Yasuke again to actually defend their lands. So this
Pretty cool.
Yeah, this looks fucking mad. It's all done by Netflix. Flying Lotus is doing the music. Fucking
So this is like
kills it.
almost like the Afro Samurai formula,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where we had Samuel L. Jackson in the lead and we had RZA doing the music. So now we're getting Lakeith. Something about Lakeith's voice that I kind of want to punch him.
Yeah. I love Lakeith and everything.
Same.
Like, you know,
Especially in Atlanta.
especially in Atlanta. Brilliant job in fucking Judas.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, but I'm watching this in Japanese with English subtitles. Like, that's how it gets down, man. I can't do this.
Can you imagine
like,
if-
it doesn't make sense to me.
Imagine he did the Japanese voiceover
I
as well.
doubt it, but, you know, that'd be, if he could do it, that'd be cool. But yeah.
Arigato gozaimasu.
It sounds like he doesn't move his top lip when he talks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It fits the bill for Atlanta because he's a very spiritual sounding kind of person. But with this, I expect more of, I don't know, something completely different.
Yeah. I don't know what I was expecting. It's just his voice can sometimes, like when it's just his voice,
Yeah.
throws me off a little bit. But love Lakeith,
Yeah.
like we were saying.
Can confirm with this as well. It's R-rated because you see him cut a dude in fucking half.
Fuck
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Excited.
I like it, man. I am excited. And that's it for movie trailers. Quite a few movie trailers.
It was.
Big time.
And we shall move into entertainment news. The only bit of news that we have here, Godzilla vs. Kong right now is just under $20 million in a 2-day take,
Amazing.
which is the biggest box office take since the pandemic started.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy that it's Godzilla vs. Kong that's breaking us out of it.
Well, it's also because we have 50% of the US and whatnot actually able to go see these movies
And inoculated.
and inoculated and whatnot. Yeah. Over here, like it's the biggest film, obviously, of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See the dries out?
I've seen that. I'm waiting. It's April 14th. You can rent it. And I'll rent it. Yeah, we can watch it.
Sick.
But yeah, man, it's huge. It did massive numbers over in Asia as well. Like, this is like just unreal.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's hit 100 mil just in China and Japan.
Just in China. But I always thought, like, why the fuck, spoilers, did they go to Hong Kong at the end, and I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird to me that, you know, he's been to Hong Kong. Godzilla is, you know, he fucked up Tokyo first,
Yeah.
but he's never been. You don't see him fucking shit up in Tokyo. It's just weird to me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. It has been done, though.
Yeah, yeah.
And then on the darker side of fandom,
Yeah, yeah. I don't
So-
get this.
Godzilla vs. Kong's score on Rotten Tomatoes was appallingly low,
Yeah, yeah.
which I don't really care about anyways, but especially Rotten Tomatoes. But what they found when they looked into the reviews was that people were just review bombing the shit out of Godzilla vs. Kong because of what Ann Sarnoff had said
Yeah.
about WB not backing Zack Snyder and not restoring the Snyderverse. That people were saying, 1 star, I will not I will not support this movie because until WB restores the Snyder Cut. So a large portion of reviews were coming from IMDb users not reviewing the film,
Yeah.
but reviewing WB and rating it down. So what IMDb did was they removed all of these review bombs.
Yep.
So now the movie has a more accurate reflection of what the public thought
Yeah, yeah.
of the movie.
I just they need to stop doing that, man. Like they I don't think they understand that, you know, WB and HBO Max are two different arms of the same company.
People don't.
They don't understand that no, WB won't make these movies, but HBO Max has the means and the ability to you know, restore your Snyder Cut. Like you need to understand that it's two different companies.
Yeah.
Don't
And-
go after WB, go after HBO Max.
Yeah. And HBO Max hasn't said shit.
HBO Max's mum's the fucking word on the topic.
Yeah.
They haven't said shit. They keep, like, you know, pushing out a lot of Justice League sort of, like, you know, stuff, stories, little tweets and whatnot that they'll push out for Justice League, which makes me think, oh fuck, they actually believe in this content. They seen what it did to their subscriber base, to, you know, to their service in general. It's crashing fucking servers and everything
In
right?
China.
In China, which is crazy to me because China is
So what people need to understand is, like, you vote with your dollar, right?
that's right.
So in order for HBO Max to believe in this uptick of users because of Snyder content, you need to subscribe to HBO Max.
Yep.
And you-
Subscribe and keep streaming the fucking movie.
and keep your subscription.
That's
Don't
right.
watch the Snyder Cut and then just unsubscribe
Don't
because you've
take-
done your free trial.
Yeah, don't take your free trial and then just say, nah, but I subscribed and everything. It's not real. Subscribe for a fucking month, man.
Yeah.
Pay your $15 or whatever it is, $10.
Yeah. And that's what HBO Max will take into account. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep talking about it online.
That's it, man.
If that's what you want.
There is a big push on the 16th of April for the Restore the Snyder Cut, Restore the Snyder Cut and the Ayer cut. So join that. Post on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had over 1 million people posting about it the other day. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, don't review bomb.
Yeah.
That doesn't
That's
help
just dumb.
anyone.
It doesn't help anyone. If anything, it gives HBO Max clause to just say, fuck this, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
Get rid of these fans straight
That's
away.
toxic fandom.
Yeah, man. We don't need that shit.
Yeah.
You're a hindrance to the cause.
That's it. And that's all the entertainment news this week. All right. So we all watched Godzilla vs. Kong.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Like it?
It was okay.
What do you think over there, Beatty?
I liked it.
I did not like it.
Very story light.
Very character light too.
Yeah.
So what stopped me from enjoying Godzilla vs. Kong was that there was such unlikable characters in the movie. Also, everything that had kind of been built up before just wasn't there. So Joe Morton who took over from Corey Hawkins from Kong, Skull Island, right?
Yeah.
So that's Joe Morton's character in Godzilla 2, looking at Mothra and tracking
Yeah.
these like animals, is now missing. And instead we get Alexander Skarsgård, who was a dumb fuck anyways.
Yeah, he was.
Like he was hermiting with his long hair and then did nothing. He was dumb.
He was a nothing.
Played it dumb.
He was a nothing character, man.
Yeah.
Like you didn't need him.
The only thing he did that was heroic or smart was get Kong out of them fucking chains.
Yeah.
That was it.
And bring Kong back to life. Or restart his heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think because I watched Kong and Godzilla 2 just before watching this, I have a different perspective because I got all my story out of those and this was just the fight for me.
But even those movies didn't build up to this one. You know what I mean?
It felt like it for me.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like it's weird. It's the weird throwaway explanation is, oh, they've been rumored to be fighting all the time.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's nothing. That's something some man's like drew on the fucking cave wall.
But they only explain that in Kong vs. Godzilla.
Yeah, but then you get to see it at the end of King of the Monsters. But it's just not fleshed out enough, man. It's like, no. Cut this story beat out. Cut that one out. We need to get them fighting as soon as possible. I want to see them fighting in the first 20 minutes. It sounds like that was the studio's sort of, demanding. Yeah, you got these two big characters and want to see them fighting in the first 20 minutes.
It also looked like a very different movie compared to the other ones.
It looked like they dropped the budget on this one.
It looked really colorful.
This is what I was saying about Wingard directing The Guest because that sort of neon chic that he's using in there was kind of utilized in this as well.
Yeah, a lot. So the CG looked mad though.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of like monster fights. I didn't like that Kong also just kept getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
But then who was saying that Toho has like a little...
It's a rider.
Has like a clause.
Yeah.
That Godzilla can't ever get beaten. Pause.
What do you call it? I think for me, because I think it all kind of works out that Kong gets his ass kicked consistently because he's one of the first in his generation to not be born in the Hollow Earth, and he was just on Skull Island, which obviously would have been an offshoot of that coming up.
Yeah.
But he's never experienced that kind of fight with another Titan before. So it kind of makes sense to me that he got his ass kicked. But I think I just walked in there kind of dumb and just like watched the movie and enjoyed it. I wasn't thinking about story or anything like that. I was like, okay, cool. Godzilla vs. Kong. That's the title. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck this movie.
I just wish I enjoyed it more. It all started when Isaac Gonzalez just goes, "You can be impressed now." I was like, "Well, I'm not, bitch."
I know.
Like, keep walking.
I know. Are you the scientist? Did you create them? They shut the fuck up. Your money means absolutely nothing here. Nothing. We have a giant fucking monkey over there that's going to do our fucking bidding. I have a little girl that can do what you did in fucking 2 seconds. Oh, motherfucker. That's what we're talking about. Like, that's what I don't get. There was no reason for her to be snarky. Why would they write the character like that?
You could tell just because of her that the father was the villain.
Yeah. Straight away, I was like, it's double cross, bitch. I know what's going on.
What do you call it? She played so much better a character in Baby Driver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was like a villain in there too.
Yeah. She's sexy as fuck, man.
Yeah. Still doesn't get a pass though.
All right.
What'd you watch there?
I finished off Bosch. I finished off Bosch.
How was it?
It was good. It's not bad.
Is it completely finished?
Yeah, it's done now. Good. Completely done.
Wraps everything up?
Yes and no.
Okay.
It's just Bosch being Bosch, really, at the end.
Okay.
Yeah. I watched 4 seasons of Better Call Saul.
Fuck. Is there a mold in the couch?
I had a week off. I've been off for a week, so yeah, that's all I've been doing. Better Call Saul is fucking fire, man. Yeah.
Do you see him getting lean in there for nobody?
You do. You do see him. You see him without a shirt and everything in there as well.
How's he look?
He's much leaner than he is in Better Call Saul, and than he is in Breaking Bad.
Okay. Yeah.
I never thought that this would work though. This show.
Yeah, same.
I was always expecting the show to be shit, which is why I never ever watched it.
Well, when it comes down to spin-offs, I don't trust them.
Yeah, yeah,
Until someone goes, you know what? That movie? Not bad, actually.
yeah. This show is really, really good, man. The dynamic between him and his brother is really, really good, and you find out why Saul is the way that Saul is, and
Shit.
you find out his name's not even Saul, which is crazy. Yeah, he's from like fucking Chicago, which is why he talks like that.
Ah, okay, right.
Yeah, yeah.
Because they're in New Mexico.
They're in New Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Mike's character is just like off the fucking charts. Is the best thing about that show.
Mike's still in there.
This is all the way back, my guy.
Damn.
You get to see Mike set up his relationship with fucking what's his face? With Gustavo.
Gustavo's in there too.
You know how good this show is?
This might be the best show I'm not watching.
We need to do a list of the best shows we're not watching.
Yeah.
That'd be cool, actually.
That would be cool.
So yeah, I need to get login deets so I can watch the rest of the seasons. But that was all I could watch on my Netflix US account. But yeah, I watched Detox as well. It's called I See You wherever you're from in the world. Yeah, it's weird. That wasn't too bad. I always thought this movie was the what's his face? What's his name? He did Cliffhanger. Rennie Harlan movie. It's not. We always thought that this was the movie that Stallone was shooting with Rennie Harlan back in the day.
Yeah.
It's not. Craig Gillespie did this movie. I watched Alien 3, the director's cut, which wasn't too bad. I don't know why. I just watched because
That is random.
it is random. I just watched. I don't know what I
Caught the
watched.
vibe.
Yeah. And then I watched The Way Back with the Afflecks there, not the Colin Farrell.
Yeah. So Affleck didn't get nominated for an Oscar, eh?
No, he did not.
Didn't get nominated for a Golden Globe?
No, he did not.
Okay. Do you think watching it now he deserved it or nah?
Yes and no. I think it's the best piece of acting work that Affleck's done.
Yep.
I think Affleck for me is more of a director than he is an actor, man.
I think so too.
He like his acting is good. Don't get me wrong, like it's good. He when he wants to put in the work, he can put in the fucking work.
Yeah.
He'll put on a clinic if he wants to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's just I don't think he
His heart's in it as much as it is telling stories.
I think he thinks about it as, well, if I was directing this, I would have done it this way and this way instead of being told, like, yeah. But yeah, Affleck, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. In this movie, unbelievable. It was after after he has the meeting with the priest, right?
Yeah.
And he goes home and he's thinking about, because they offer him the coach job, and he's thinking about how he's going to tell the priest no. So between that scene, you see him grab a beer and then put one in the freezer, takes one out of the freezer and closes the door. And just seeing him drink all of those beers, and then try to figure out how he's going to tell. And then eventually it gets down to, I'm just not fucking doing it. You know what I mean? Like it's it's just a nice piece. And you know, to think about Affleck literally going through that himself at the same time it's really good.
Did you see on Toiletries they've got a beer holder for the shower? Like a beer caddy for the shower?
That's wild.
I know. It's just enabling alcoholics over there.
Badly.
I have mates for pre-drinks who will be like, they'll drink beforehand, and then as they're showering, they'll have like a VB long neck in the shower with them. They'll be drinking and showering.
Why the long neck though?
Get pissed.
I know, but how long's the shower?
Too long. You're pissed.
Son, I just can't do that. I like to get done and everything, have a few snacks, and then start the pre-drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier episode 3.
Yeah. We'll talk about that one next week.
Yeah.
What you watch there?
So I started the new season of My Hero Academia. So this is the first episode of season 5. I've got to watch the second one when I get home.
Is it all out? Or do you got to wait weekly?
Weekly.
Darn it.
And these are like, I think 26 episode seasons, 23 episode seasons.
Okay, that's not 23 weeks.
Yeah.
This is like
Half a year.
Yeah.
it's like Neighbours territory.
So how they run it is so like Japanese summer they'll drop like maybe 3 or 4 shows that'll last like 5 months, and then as soon as those 5 months are up, it's like here's your next set that you can like watch.
Damn.
So I can either wait the couple of months and just binge, or I can just watch it week to week. If I watch it week to week, it's like 20 minutes an episode, 18 minutes an episode. It's sorted. But this was pretty cool. It's just back to heroes being heroes and just fucking duking it out, doing trials. So this is something like, this episode was like a simulation like the Danger Room for the X-Men.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, this was fucking mad. I finally watched Godzilla King of the Monsters, which I really enjoyed. I thought that was fucking cool.
Yeah. That's my favorite one. Besides Kong, Skull Island.
Yeah. And
So
then
out of Godzilla King of the Monsters, Kong, Godzilla King of the Monsters is your favorite.
Yeah.
I go all the way back to Godzilla. That's my favorite.
This gave me everything. What the fuck was happening with Carl Chandler in that Godzilla vs. Kong?
I know, Mans wasn't in there at all.
I don't need to worry about you. Then like, thank you. Here's my paycheck and I'm leaving now.
And I'll be shooting another movie. Thank you. Do not contact me.
Oh, just puts his phone on D&D for
know,
WB. And then I finally watched Kong Skull Island as well.
Fire.
I watched this in a weird order. I watched Godzilla 2 first.
Yeah.
And then I watched Kong Skull Island.
Ah, well, they don't have that much connective tissue there.
You know what? That's actually really nice though, because like if you did watch it that way, right at the end of King of the Monsters, they have like the prelude to Godzilla vs. Kong. So if then you were to go and watch Kong, like that's actually a fire sequence to watch it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're not really connected.
Nah.
But
They just put that shit together at the end.
I know.
I didn't realize that Kong Skull Island was done by Jordan Vogt Roberts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was fucking mad. The color palette for this movie was fucking gorgeous as well.
Yeah.
I was really enjoying this. I didn't realize how fucking violent this movie was going to be as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. And how likable the characters are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why you're along for the journey. It's not just the Kong show. It's also the fucking, the characters.
It's Kong and friends.
yeah, exactly.
And you got the fucking Goodman in there, my friends.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
This is what I want to ask you guys. Is John Goodman dead or no?
No,
No? Thank God.
not yet.
Thank God. I for some
How
reason...
dare you? How
do
dare
you
you
mean?
say that?
I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean like not yet. Like it's on the way.
I planned.
I'm not plotting on John Goodman.
But like fucking when I was watching this movie, I was like, fuck, is John Goodman dead? Like I didn't like bother to do any Google search because I didn't want to be right. But like fucking
Nah, I thought he was, especially after Roseanne.
I knew he wasn't because of Roseanne, and he's in the corners.
Yeah.
true. And then,
John Goodman eating. He's eating.
Yeah. John Goodman never need to make another movie in his life.
Nah.
Mans is living off the fucking residuals from Roseanne.
Yeah.
The first season.
But then I watched I was like, fuck it, I'm in the mood, I'll watch Predator 2. Really enjoy that because I've watched Predator 1 so much, I was like, fuck it, I'll just watch this instead.
Predator 2 always hits.
Yeah. This is fucking mad. Always feel kind of sad, feel kind of way when I see Bill Paxton.
I know.
And then that fucking leads me into Black Panther as well. Felt kind of way seeing Chadwick in there.
Yeah.
And I started noticing like little differences like the scar in his stomach, things like that. But Black Panther always hits.
I've been trying to watch Black Panther for a while now. And just haven't been able to. It's weird. Like I'll see Boseman and I'm like, I can't. Weirdly.
If I could watch it without the sequence in Korea, I'd be happy. I don't like that sequence.
Which one? The whole thing in Korea?
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
That's them getting Chloe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything after that I like.
Yeah.
I love the museum with Killmonger.
Yeah.
I love all that. It's just that sequence for me just seems so funny.
Out of place.
Out of place, yeah.
Yeah. It's because they go for like this weird sort of James Bond vibe when they hit Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it goes from there into like a superhero type fight when they go through that imitated one shot.
Yeah. I honestly just I would have loved if they just stayed in Wakanda.
Yeah.
Like we had just gone to Wakanda, like proper Wakanda, and then we're leaving it. Like it just feels off.
Yeah. It's the Transformers theory all over again. We just see Cybertron, but then we're back on Earth. But no, I enjoy this. For some reason, whenever I think of Black Panther, it's either two things that are going to make me want to watch it. It's Chadwick, or it's I'll listen to the Black Panther soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because Paramedic on that album hits every time. And then just on my Michael B. Jordan, I was like, fuck it, I'll watch Creed 2. Mm-hmm. Really enjoyed that. And then after watching Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League, I was like, fuck it, I feel like watching Aquaman. Have myself a feast this week, fellas.
Very good.
And it was delicious. Pause.
Big pause. And just because I felt like running, I ran clear across the street of Greenbow, Alabama.
Fuck, I love that movie.
Yeah. So I watched the Justice Grey cut of Justice League.
Yeah.
Just threw it on just to check it out, and I ended up staying the whole time.
It's funny, that movie.
Why?
Because it happens like that for me.
The start of that movie gets you in.
I don't like the start of it takes too long for me.
The start of it?
Yeah, with the screaming.
Are we caught in a cyclone?
That's what it sounds like. And I'm like, I don't watch this now.
Really? That gets me
man.
in. Like when it starts hitting like in Themyscira and Atlantis?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish they had bats on like another mission before he's going to get Aquaman.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's
It's neither here nor there.
I watched Bad Trip as well. The Eric Andre, Lil Rel Howery movie, which is all right.
Yeah.
I'd never watch it again, but it's like the candid camera, practical jokes on people, but they use it in a narrative movie.
How did those people shooting Candid Camera not get fucked up?
Oh, no way.
Like, there'd have to be outtakes of some cunt just throwing fucking haymakers.
There is, because like he goes, he comes out and he's just pissing on the carpet.
Yeah.
And then this guy's like, I don't like to smell other people's piss while I'm eating. And then Eric Andre's like, popcorn, popcorn, popcorn. And that's the safe word to come out and help him, because this guy was going to throw hands, man, during like this full bar. Yeah. I watched Invincible, episodes 1 to 4.
How was it?
This is really good.
I need to check it out.
You have
might
man.
wait until it's finished and then.
I don't know how many episodes they're doing. I think it's a 10-episoder.
If it's an anime, yeah, 10 to 12. Takes too long.
But these are like 40-minute episodes.
Oh,
Yeah. They're not like the 18 minutes. They're actual 40-minute episodes. And they're good.
so these take longer to make.
Yeah. And Stephen Yen
Yeah.
is good. J.K. Simmons is really good. Sandra Oh is really good in here as well. I'm pretty sure it's Jackie Earle Haley as the director of like the Nick Fury of the whole piece.
Righto.
It's so good though, man. The violence in here, the fighting, everything is
I
cool.
saw some of that fighting and the violence. This is unreal. Straight anime violence. I
Cuts
like
this fucking guy's head off just with his hand, like a swiping motion. Whoosh.
it. It's sick.
Nails him. And then, yeah, watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Which was good.
Good.
Okay, that's a wrap
That's it.
on all the news and moves of the week.
Yeah.
Catch us on all social media. Cash me outside. How about that? Spreaker, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and the Twitter.
Yes, sir.
Handle should be somewhere. Somewhere. You'll find us.
Yeah.
take care of yourselves out there. Love yourself and love movies.
Vape more, smoke less. And,
Get your vaccination.
Yeah. Both of them.
Inoculate.
And wash your ass.